And welcome back to Milbur here. We're at spring of year 3. The last video is going to be kind of short. I didn't really have that a whole lot of time, but I wanted to do it at least, something of a video. Um, this one will be, a little longer, but back to the game here. We're at 19 people. 19 people, and nobody's starving. We have no deaths yet. There's firewood. Everybody's happily chugging along here. We will have some children here shortly that will be able to just start working very, very shortly. So with that said, we'll go ahead and plan. We got some wood and stone there, so that's good. I think we don't have any seeds, so we can't do farms or orchards, and we certainly don't have any livestock. So maybe we'll go ahead and try this fishing dock, perhaps. Throw this out here like that. That seems like a good plan to me. Throw that out there, and then get a road going. Maybe we'll put some houses out here for the fishermen to live at, I suppose. We'll get some bridges going across here. I don't think... Why can't we build that bridge there? Is that, what is it, because... Must be because of the situation where there's just maybe not enough room. Let's see if we can't get this bridge to go across. Alright, there we go. I don't know what 2 bridges looks like, so maybe we'll just go ahead and drag one of those across here. And there's Skype once again. I forgot to turn it off, so that was my fault again. I apologize. But we've got the bridges going up now, so now they'll get that taken care of. We'll get some fish, perhaps. I mean, I don't know if we can put too much out here, but we can certainly put a couple houses out here for the fishermen to live at. I believe the fishermen, or just these people, will choose houses that are closer to their place of work. I'm not entirely positive on that point. We've got one bridge going up here. That done. Logs are low, so we certainly need to get some more logs going here. I'm not sure how we're not hurting too much on stone right now. I don't know if 2 bridges is actually going to look that awesome, but we'll go ahead and put 2 bridges down anyways, just to say that we did, just to see what it looks like. Some deer. It always sort of irked my tater that they could just chug across that river like that, but my people need a bridge to do anything with, right? So, can't they swim? I would assume they could swim. I guess it doesn't look too horrible. We'll keep it, just for the sake of saving the resources that we may have wasted before. We got the fishing dock. Looks like it'll be under construction shortly. It just needs some more wood, which we're currently taking care of here. So these, I think these are the herbs that the herbalist will gather, or these little, these little bushes here. I know that the more trees there are, the more mushrooms and berries and so on and so forth are in an area. I assume the same applies to the herbs. We're running low on iron, so we'll go ahead and have what's left of the laborers there grab some of the iron out from over here, and we might as well have them grab some more stone as well. We'll just clear out this whole area here and call it good. We're in early autumn. We're approaching autumn. got 21 folks now, 21. And we will have 3 laborers here shortly, almost up to 5 laborers. One of them will move in here. We will need some more houses here shortly, so we'll go ahead and put these out here for the sake of, yeah, go ahead and, that looks like a good situation. The fishing dock is now under construction and will be completed shortly. We're at 11 laborers, or 11 people, working adults. We have 3 laborers, so Milbur is the first of the children to grow up into laborers. And he will be a fisherman, I think. Yeah. We'll make Milbur a fisherman. Kendall has also become a laborer here. What do we don't really need too much. I guess we'll just start with more fish. So we've got 13 working adults and 8 children running around, doing nothing, once again, just eating. We've got some houses coming up. Manuel is the next laborer to come of age. And I think we'll also throw Manuel up on the fisherman's profession there, for the sake of planning and for the future here. I'd like to have a stockpile that's relatively large, food-wise, to deal with the population influx that's going to occur shortly. It's now late autumn, going into winter. And food is at 12.70, so things are looking up for the town of Milbur here. Our stockpile of firewood is full. That's what this icon means here. It means they can't, they just don't have any more room for tools, or for whatever they consume. For in this case, it was firewood and tools. Got 2 laborers. We're doing much better this town. I think, I'm not sure if there's a cap on the global population of like an area like this, like a map, but I think we're just going to keep going until we can't anymore, until it just becomes so tedious to take care of things. I definitely don't have a goal for the end of this particular game. There's no real ending, as it were. It just keeps going until you get bored or they all die. So I guess we'll see what happens. A child named Killis was born. Let's see, what could we use? We have 1 laborer, so I mean, that said, I guess we could build a church. A church would be, well, maybe not a church, perhaps a town hall. I think a town hall is a good... Yeah, we'll go with a town hall. Get some of this stuff here taken care of. We'll cut that down. And we'll see where we want to put this town hall. I'm not exactly positive where I want to put it, but we'll put it someplace. Maybe right here, next to the woodcutter. Then we can put a market right here. Yeah, all right, that'll work. We'll get that underway here. Got 1 house going with Montgomer and Manuel living in it. Montgomer is 10 years old and is our workforce's newest labor. We actually have 16 working adults now, so that's very, very optimistic. Herbalist is packed full of goodies, as is the storage barn there. Food is starting to take a smaller hit now, though. You see our the work of our herbalist has improved our village's health on average already, so that's a very good thing. Later on, when we have too many, much more people, we'll have to actually have a hospital to deal with actual diseases and things like that. The herbalist is more like your over-the-counter drugstore for their little headaches and things like that. Got another house going up over here. I don't think we have anybody to live in that house yet, but we certainly, oh well, we do have one person that can live in that house. It'll be Caden. Caden will be the one that lives into this, moves into the empty house there. Kindle apparently is the one that moved out of that house, so I was wrong yet again, which is, at this point, it's very common. Reserve of logs is low. That makes sense. We just don't have, well, we've got 3 laborers. I'm not sure why, but now we are in, we've made it through yet another year, and no deaths at all. So I'm fairly optimistic of this little village. Now we're off to a great start. We've got plenty of food, and certainly doing much better. Except those darn logs. Out of logs. We have, I think we put a graveyard down back here, perhaps. Also put a graveyard back here for the unfortunate souls that will most likely end up passing away at some point in time due to, most likely at this point, I'm just assuming old age. Maybe we can put that church. How big is the church? Well, you know what, we'll find some place for the church. I don't want to put the church there, and I want to put the market there. But we don't really need the market right now. But I guess we could put the market up just for the sake of having it. Yeah. Go ahead and do that. Drag this down here. We're just starting to plan the city, I guess, a little bit here. Like that. Yep, that works out wonderfully. And we could put some houses along here. It'll be wonderful. Keep things, at least going for a while. I don't think, yeah, well, we can actually put the well there. That's, it's handy. Well, we'll put 2 wells there, and then 2 more over here. We'll make this a little, town square, perhaps. Yeah, that sounds like a great idea. All right. They haven't really started construction at all, but we do have 3 laborers. We've got plenty of food coming in now. We've got 200 fish and some berries, or fruits, mushrooms, onions. We're doing much better. I'm getting excited now, and you don't want to see that. It's bad. Excited. Peaty is very, very bad. Over time, this village will grow, and we'll get. I'm not sure where to put a trading depot. Perhaps on this side here, against the river, maybe, for the future economy. I don't know. Yeah, we can put it there. Okay, that's actually a good spot. That works well for me. So we'll go ahead and plant that there. We've got our market, and town hall. Things are definitely working out here. We're at early summer of year 4. Things are chugging along at such a crawl right now. Quite a few people. Uh, 25 total. It's 80 degrees. Our happiness is starting to fall a little bit. That's you know, it's normal. I'm not worried too much about the happiness at this point. I'm still unsure of where to put the church. If I put it up here, it'll start affecting the output of the gather, and I don't think that's a great thing that can happen right now. I don't want to risk it. So maybe we'll put the church here if we can. It's not a real ideal place for a church, I suppose. Do we have anybody that needs a home? Nope, everybody has a home. We're doing much better than we were before. People still have firewood and they've still got food. Yeah, they're starting to run out of jackets, and I can't really do anything about jackets. You need a hunter to go out and skin deer and so on and so forth. Or you need sheep, and we have neither of those right now. So they'll just have to wander back to their house. A little more often to deal with the cold weather. We're going into early autumn here. Just checking out some various stats. This game is all about stats. There are lots and lots of ways to get stats. The majority of the stats you won't be able to see until you actually have a town hall. And the town hall is ridiculously useful, as well as providing a means of an alternative population boost in the form of nomads, which I'll explain later. But there's a lot of useful information in the town hall, and you want to generally get that up, as soon as possible. In general, it'll tell you things, like which seeds your town has, things like that. It looks like we will have plenty of stone to construct our town hall. We have definitely plenty of logs. It's houses are up here. We've got 11 children running around. We'll have some more laborers here shortly, really shortly here. Thelma will be our next laborer. We could actually... I wish I had an idea of where I wanted to put, the church. How many houses can I put here? That'll work. Moved 2 houses there. That'll, yeah. Run a nice little, perhaps a road right there. It's not ideally flush, but it works. Put a graveyard right there. How about that? We'll put a graveyard right there so that they can just wander over and say hello to their loved ones when they undoubtedly pass away. It's not a very big graveyard. It's not much room per se, but it'll work for what we need it for right now. I guess we'll put the church right there. Another laborer, Thelma, has grown up and is now working, and another child was born, Bertha. Thelma and Kindle, 15 and 10 years old. Very busy, very busy making kids. Yeah, the previous season we only got 340 fish as opposed to the 2,000, you know, wild berries and such that the gatherer acquired. You could almost keep this village, you know, completely full entirely off of, you know, 2 gatherers, but variety is good, I believe, and you can only eat so many mushrooms before you're tired of eating mushrooms, right? So around here, still clearing the area that I designated for them. Our village is slowly growing. It's now early winter. They've got a lot to do yet. Lots of building around the town to take care of. Here's some of the mushrooms and the berries and so on and so forth that our little people are eating. Those mushrooms are not very tiny though. I mean, those are pretty good-sized mushrooms. I mean, I would not be able to eat a whole mushroom. I can hardly eat half a mushroom. I'm not a fan of mushrooms myself, but I guess in a situation like these guys are in, you eat what you eat, and that's the way it is. We're gonna get this town hall up here. We're out of iron, it looks like. We're going to need some. Oh, we have plenty of iron. I don't know what I'm talking about. We got 4 of 48 iron required for the town hall here. Food is still actually holding relatively well at about 1,400 units, which is certainly better than having no food at all. Our little village is now strapping up to be a smaller, you know, larger village with at about 28 people right now, 18 laborers and 11 children. I do not want to expand much more, so I'm not going to build any houses just yet. I'd like to make sure that we have food even in the worst situations. I don't know if we were to provide them with a boarding house, maybe would they still, you know, reproduce, have children in a boarding house? I don't know for sure. The town hall is now under construction here, and we're in early spring of year 5. If you remember in our earlier playthrough here, year 5 was the dreaded end for the town of Coopsville. They starved and froze to death because I'm a horrible micromanager. Though this time I'm doing much better, it looks like, and the market is already under construction, so looks like we're going to have a busy town square soon. We've got a crazy amount of laborers right now, so we're actually going to go ahead and start issuing these guys some jobs. Food is starting to dip down a little. Not too horribly yet. We've still got, well, now we're under 1,000, so that's not ideal. I'm still not sure how to get these fishing docks to produce more. I'm not sure if it's just the way the fishing dock works or not, but we need to start thinking about more food right now. So I believe we're going to extend this road out just a little, and we're going to put down a hunter. I believe that's how that's going to work, and put this hunter down over here. I think right there is a good spot for a hunter. I love the way these buildings are constructed. They They look like they're actual buildings, and that's a cool thing for me. Town Hall, they're hard at work getting the administrative center up. The people can have a voice. We want more mushrooms. We want more deer, so on and so forth. Soon you will have some venison, my little underlings. The market is ready to be constructed. We have some houses almost ready. They're out of stone, entirely out of stone, so go ahead and designate a little bit in the way of some more resources. How about that? We'll just get rid of that around there. Just get rid of it. All of it. And that therein lies the problem with these guys. They just consume resources at a ridiculous rate, and I assume, you know, I mean, we do have some ways to mitigate that damage. Like I said, there's the forester, and then there's mines and quarries, and for the most part, those will certainly help in the long run. But for short term, what we have is just off the land here, and you know, you'll see in the future why quarries and mines and foresters themselves are, you know, somewhat of a problem by themselves. Especially the quarry, which just leaves an ungodly, ugly mark on the landscape that you can't get rid of. You know, dig, 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 so on and so forth. It's early summer of year 5, and as soon as this pops, it should be here right about now. There it goes. It pops, and you see we have 12 families and 9 homes. What this means is I need to get, as long as we have more homes than families, for instance, the citizens will keep reproducing. We have 31 citizens total, and 21 adults. So we have no students. We've got 10 children running around. 29% of those are, you know, clothed, and 38 are educated. But this is why the town hall is definitely worth having. It's got a lot of nice stats. It'll tell you what your town stores currently, and graphs. Graphs are awesome. This is you know, if you have great famine, it'll tell you right here that you had a famine. Nomads. Okay, so this is where you would accept nomads. I currently don't have any right now, but nomads they bring disease with them, I understand, and they require houses of their own. A boarding house is good to temporarily house them. I've currently not had nomads at all in any of my playthroughs yet. I'm not sure what triggers that, but I've certainly not had any. We've definitely got no seeds or livestock right now. That's where this would be listed right now. Is right under the town hall here. So going into late summer of year 5. We're gonna let the market pop, and then I'm going to cut it, I think. Iron. We're running out of iron. That actually might be a great time to start worrying about maybe a mine or quarry, so we can have some at least a steady source of iron and stone coming into the village. And right now we've certainly got the laborers to do that. The hunter is up here. I don't think the hunter's been worked on at all yet. The market, the soon-to-be busy place of the village, will be popping soon, as well as a few of the other structures that I've designated. We've got the trading port over here, which has not undergone construction yet, and then some houses, and then the church and the graveyard. The market is about to be fully finished. I still love the way that these structures are constructed. They you know, the developer made it so it looks like an actual structure. You know, it makes sense how it's been constructed. The bottom up, not just pop, and then there's a structure, and boom, there is the market. And when we come back, I'll explain a little bit how the market works. That might be pretty self-explanatory, but in the game, the mechanic is a little different. finish the rest of these buildings, and we'll see what happens. Maybe we'll get some trade going. In the meantime, thank you for watching, and we'll hopefully see you next time.